Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line.
On second down, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. His throw caught right around the 6.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. And the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. Knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Again, it's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. You hear?
Oh, heavy Lion pressure here, and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives. And that's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And he is about. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. The Niners trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Murray now on first down. Caught on the left side. Fitzgerald. First down, Murray. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many
under pressure now, and he's going to go down?
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with first and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. And now it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay from the 25 on second down. Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
A lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down. Murray, flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down at a yard. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So, well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught. And that could seal it.
It's a never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded at the 2. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
One last throw here for Stanford.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.